Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. We are back live for the Fall Classic here at the Leather Pocket. We have Rick Glenn taking on Jonathan Delacruz. First match to lead us off should be a gooder. And we are underway. They have lagged for the break. Rick getting the win in that case. And it is final day for the Fall Classic here at the Leather Pocket. It is an A-side match. For those that haven't joined us all weekend long, it is 10 ball on the 9-foot tables on the A-side, race to 9. If you go to the one lost side, still 10 ball, but on the 7-foot tables, race to 7. We also have Sean Yee taking on Brady Golan on the B side. They are directly in front of me, so I'll be able to give you the updates there. Then we also have Ben Francis in a match this morning. Let me just see who his opponent is. Ben Francis taking on Jonathan Sampson. So your A side is Rick Glenn, Jonathan Delacruz that we're watching, and then Ben Francis, Jonathan Sampson. And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, help us out, hit that share button. I would greatly appreciate that this morning. Make sure you like the feed as well. That puts us up in the priority sequence. And then copy the stream link, share that out. Look out, 5 ball. Sticking its nose right inside his shot here. Hooking himself on this 2 ball. Good morning, Mr. David Wilson. Appreciate you tuning in as always. And everybody else that's joined in. So tricky little hit, really nowhere to hide here. Just a hit and a hope to get lucky. However, did not get lucky. Got rather unlucky. So ball in hand for Rick, wide open spaces, 2 to the top left, over to the right-hand side of the table, just above the side pocket. That'll put him in on the 3. Would like to be fairly straight in on that 3 ball. If he can manage that, 4 goes straight to that left side pocket. And depending on the angle he's left with, will determine what he does with the 5 ball. But 5 to 6, 6 to the 7, 7 to 10. Should be no real issues here for Rick to open up the scoring this morning. That will do. Sitting almost dead perfect. Might want to have a touch of draw on this. Just get above the center line for making the 4 to that left side pocket. That makes it easy for the 5 ball. Going into the same pocket. If he's landed straight, he can just straight follow this 4 ball. Go on top of the 5 for the 5 to the bottom left-hand corner. Could also draw back off that right side rail and put the 5 in. Same pocket as the 4. Like so. This to me is a hit and a stick. Could also draw, just get past that 10 ball. He goes forward. Maybe that's the 5 ball, not the 7. Yeah, I think he, I'm not sure that he saw the 6. I'm sure that's the 7 ball sitting up top there. I think that's what he kind of said to Jonathan there. Looked back and said, I didn't even see the 6. No problem, says he. Cuts that in really well. Gets half decent on this 7 ball, now going down to the bottom right-hand corner. Play this cue ball off the right side rail, back out, 10 ball potentially into the same pocket. Wiped its feet. Kind of on the 50-yard line here. A back cut to the right-hand side pocket. And no issues there. Rick to open up the score. Takes first blood, drawing game number 1. And it is winner break format. And hopefully everybody is doing well on this Sunday morning. Sitting just about 10 minutes after 11 local time. Nice break, gets a ball to drop. Sitting really nice. Table opened up really well. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Really no issues on the table as far as I can see. 3 to the 5 is probably the toughest shot on the table. Speedy practice strokes. That is Rick. That is exactly how Rick does play. Very well-known player here in Calgary, that's for sure. Kind of stood up a touch into that shot. So it will leave Jonathan Dela Cruz an opening here on the 3. Managing to get to the 5 could be a little bit tricky. I kind of like going rail first, take the 3 in, and then just play the gap between the 7-9 ball. Might have a longer shot on the 5, but this is why I liked it the other way. Going 1 rail in like this always was going to bring the 7 and the 10 into play. So again, he's going to have to kick this 1 rail off the top rail, a little bit of right hand spin on the cue ball. Make connection with the 5. He does call it in the side pocket. He's got to hope that he hits this with enough pace to either make it or send the cue ball or the 5 ball down to the bottom rail here. Open shot here for Rick on the 5. No pocket available. Does have the bank shot open. Not sure really if there's a place to hide. Maybe chip the left side of the 5, send it into the 10, cue ball all the way back up table. Leave some distance in between. Could play the bank shot with the two-way. Underneath the 7 attempt. Tricky little shot, those ones. Nice shot there from Jonathan. But again, 7 to 9, definitely tricky. If you draw in on this with some right hand, it does bring in that side pocket, so you've got to be cognizant of that. Ideally, that would be the shot. Draw on the 7 ball and either go underneath or on top. I like on top personally. That takes away the double and the scratch potential into that left side pocket. Could go over all the way to the right and back again underneath. 3 rails around. Made a very difficult shot look rather elementary. Well done. Nothing to do here. Make the 9 ball. Stick for the 10 to the bottom right-hand corner. Square the match. And Jonathan's one of those players, once he kind of gets the elbow grease moving, of course it is first match, so a little bit of morning pool, I suspect. But out of players like Rick and Jonathan making it as far as what they have given the field, they're going to have to play the best morning pool. Provided they want to advance. But Jonathan is certainly one of those players, once he gets that elbow grease warmed up, he can be very, very dangerous, the same as Rick. So we'll see who gets the elbow grease warmed up first this morning. I know that Rick was here fairly early, getting the practice in. Really nice break. Three balls in and Duck City here on the 1 ball. 1 to the 3 down on the bottom rail. Just has to avoid this 10 ball. Some bottom right, I would think. Kind of draw a down table against that right side rail. Excuse me. Don't know that I would try to hit the window between the 4-10. I'd like to come all the way down table underneath the 10. Elects to hit the window. That angle does make it a little bit more difficult to get onto the 4. Gonna have to play this with a little bit of either inside or outside spin. Going inside the way he is, or apparently going, is going to be a much longer shot on the 4 ball. If you would have put left-hand spin as opposed to the right-hand spin, just come shoot the gap between the 410. Doesn't have to hit it quite as hard. But really nothing to do here. You make the 4. It should be fairly automatic shape here on the 6 ball. Could potentially even just play to kill the cue ball into that 10 ball. Oh, wow. What a shot. What a great stroke. From that angle, that was very Corey Deuel-ish. Jonathan looking good here this morning. What a great shot that was. A little longer than what he would like it to have been, but don't really foresee this being any issue for Jonathan. Not the way he's been playing. Nothing to it but to do it. And we'll do our housekeeping in putting up the supporters of the event, DCL Labor and Contracting. Always a huge supporter of the events that we've got going on here at the Leather Pocket. And of course, the one and only Nick with Nick's Q Innovations, both supporting the event. And we appreciate that, most certainly, as players. See if Jonathan here can come up with another break the same as what he just did. Just a hammer of a break. The parting of the seas, the 4-5 looking like they were going to cluster up. And instead it was a parting, allowing that 1 to pass into that top right-hand corner. Really nothing to do here. Pot the 1, auto shape on the 2. 2 to the 3, 3-4. 4 to 6, 6, 8, 9. Really nothing. Nothing here to worry about. This could be a 3-1 lead, Jonathan, over Rick Glenn. A little shallow, I think. I still think he's going to be able to make the 3. I don't think he's hooked on the 9. It just makes getting to the 4 ball a touch more difficult because he cannot draw. He's right up against that rail. So we'll see what he decides to do, if he wants to play this with a little left-hand spin, allow that to take off the top rail, bringing him back out for the 4 to the same pocket, or he goes inside by the 5 ball. Outside it is. This is the one to negotiate. 5 to the 6 is an important shot. We'll see if he draws off this and plays kind of in between the gap between the 6-9, or he tries to draw down by that 8 ball for the 6 in the side. I like the gap between the 6-9 myself, and I want it to be about as straight as I can possibly get it, so I can play the 8 ball to the right-hand side pocket. Well done. Stood up a little bit in that shot, but still found the mark. Yeah, really nice angle there on the 9. That allows him to get down to the 3/4 of the way down the table on the right-hand side, 10 ball. Into the bottom left-hand corner. Stood up a little bit again. Didn't like something about him. Might be the fact he's reaching. Yeah, going to get the extension. Good stand-up, though. Well done. Jonathan Dela Cruz patting the lead 3-1 over Rick Glenn. Still early in the match, however. A couple of nice runs from Jonathan there. Rick having full capacity to do the same type of thing to Jonathan. So in a winter break format, you kind of expect to see these two maybe up to 3-4 game leads. Then it'll be up to the opponent to answer back. But Jonathan's break has certainly been dialed in so far. We'll see if he can continue that trend. Give you the quick update between Sean Yee, Brady Goal, and Sean Yee out to a strong start. Leading 2-1 now with just the 9 and 10 to take a 3-0 lead over Brady Golan. Dry break here from Jonathan. Not a whole lot here for Rick. I don't think he's in completely on this one ball. He may be. Hard to tell from this distance whether he's full in on the one. And even if he is, what does he do with the two forward two rails? Or sorry, forward three rails. Touchy little shot to shoot the gap between the 8-3. Two ball into the same pocket as the one ball. Don't know if drawing gets him there. Brings in the 5 ball, potentially. I will certainly ask him that, Brent. I won't bug him while he's in the match, but I'm certainly going to ask him about it because now you got me curious. Tricky opener. We'll see whether Rick even plays this. Maybe he just straight plays safe. Nope. Dug into it. Needs to get around this 6, though. That will do. Same type of shot here. Have the 3 either into the same pocket or the side pocket. Could do. Does he have the 3-10? I didn't see that 10 ball sitting like a duck down there. This is going to have to be a really nice controlled shot. Does not want to bring the 8 ball into play here. Nice touch. Yeah. Did not want that to happen. This is duck soup for Jonathan Dela Cruz. 2 ball top left-hand corner. Stick around for that 3-10 to take a 4-1 lead. Back and forth he goes, and it is wired. In she goes. Quick rack to pad the lead by 3 games. Got the juniors in the house today as well. From 11 to 1 o'clock, they do pool school here at the Leather Pocket every Sunday. So if you do have a young one, feel free to drop on by every Sunday, 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Unfortunate kick there on the cue ball. Just the break that Rick Glenn is looking for. Ball in hand and completely wide open. 1 to the top left, 2 to the side. Float down for the 3. 3 to 5, no issue. 5-6, no issue. 6 to 7, no issue. We should see a 4-2 scoreline. Oh, great shot. Really well done. Some nice angle here. Can float this on either side of the 10 ball. Nice angle on the 5, draw over for the 6. No issues on this table, like shooting fish in a barrel. Did get a little bit funny on the 7. Go forward here, 3 rails around, or pinch. Forward it is. Some nice spin on that cue ball. Now comes the question, do you go forward? I like forward. Lots of inside. At this angle anyway. Drawing out of here gets really difficult. That right-hand side pocket is a gaping pocket when you're shooting this shot. He is going to draw. Oh. I didn't want to say nothing. The horn of the side pocket coming into play. Saving that run out for Rick. Clawing back within 2. So if you are just tuning in, everybody, if you can do me a favor, like that stream. Let's get us higher up in our priority sequence. And then if you can, copy the stream link, post that out to as many pages as you can. That would be appreciated. Having a few issues with Facebook and Wirecast this morning, not allowing us to go live on our typical dual stream. So Facebook is not a thing this morning. So if you can help me out, I would greatly appreciate it. I do have the comments turned on for YouTube, so if you do have any questions, feel free to ask away. So I'm not sure if the bank is available here on the 1. I certainly don't mind him trying this bank shot if it's open. How about open all day long? Really nice bank. Nice control of the cue ball also to keep it in the window between that 8-ball, 3-ball. Shooting this one from downtown. Going to have to go back up table for the 3. I don't know if it passes the 5 to that right-hand side. It must. It must pass that 5. Or he's playing it to the top left-hand corner. And does the 4 pass the 10 to the bottom right? Could draw off the 3 top left, play the 4 into the right side pocket. Just a little on the outside, but did he get Jonathan with just the edge of that 5-ball? We'll see if Jonathan brings the short stick out. Fairly simple jump here, maybe an 1/8 of a ball. Doesn't have to elevate much to get over that 5-ball. May bring in both the 8-ball and the side pocket, depending on how he hits this. Oh, he's straight cueing in. He's trying to use a lot of right-hand spin. So he must be able to see this fairly flush. Yeah. And as suspected, 8-ball coming into play. Does he go for the jump here? I think that's what he's going for. Awfully close to the 8-ball. I think I'm probably more inclined to kick this one, just because it is close. I believe he has a left-handed shot as well. That makes this jump shot even more difficult. He's going to have to really twist his body or get up onto the table. Yeah, difficult body position here. I think I'm in favor of the kick. But what do I know? What a jump shot. Wow. And sit and just duck perfect. 5, 8, 9, 10 to once again regain a 3-game lead. What a jump shot. To have it that close to the 8 and your body that compressed and contorted, and he hit that just perfect. Really nicely done. Perfect position on the 9-ball. What a great shot. Sean Yee extending his lead over Brady Golan on the B side, now 4-0. Sean Yee over Brady Golan. Can't quite tell what the score is in Ben's match. Looking like, I think, 4-1. In favor of Ben Francis. Sean Yee eyeing down a 110 combination to try to further his lead over Brady. Pretty difficult shot. Give you a quick look at the names are wrong, so don't pay attention to the names. But this is the back cut combo that Sean Yee's looking at right now. This is to extend his lead. Of course, this is on the B side, so Sean Yee taking his time. I am watching the other camera here as well. Jonathan taking his time on the 1-ball. So I'm going to go back to the main table, and I'll let you know if Sean does make that combination for the 10. I will definitely let her know, Joel. Jonathan with an attempted safety, didn't quite get there. Sean does not make that 110 combination. This will bring Brady to the table. And it's go time for Brady if he wants to keep himself in the tournament. That is a B-side match. Down 4-0. nothing new to a guy like Brady Golan. I'm sure he's found himself in these similar situations numerous times in his history of playing. Really nice safety there out of Jonathan. Don't think Rick has any hit at all. I think the 4 balls got him and the 5 balls got the other half. Maybe he does. I could be wrong. Or maybe he's going up in the air. Nope, tried the old Massey shot. So a little bit of a trickier table here on this one. 1 to the 2, little bit of little angle there, no matter how he plays that. 2 to the 3, a little difficult. 4's got some positional play, 4 to 5. So a little bit of back and forth on positional play here. The last update I got from Steph between Kevin Plowman and Sean McKay, 2 to 1. Kevin Plowman over Sean McKay. Touchy here. Not enough of a touch. I don't even know if he can see the 3 ball, the outside edge of it. He may have to kick off the bottom rail and just kind of soft kick it from behind. Plays it nice and smooth across, but I don't know. 9 ball coming into play. Nicely executed by Jonathan. Rick pulling out the short stick. Four to 1 Sean Yee over Brady Golan. Brady getting himself on the board. Catching the top side of that 9 ball. So again, still a little bit tricky here for Jonathan, even with ball in hand. 3 to the 4 should be a lot more manageable now with ball in hand, but it's the 4 to the 5 that can get a little bit tricky. So based on the angle, I think he's fairly straight, just straight draw back off the right side rail, maybe a little bit of right hand spin to throw it down table as soon as it connects with the side rail. Just not a whole ton. It's more important that, at least in my mind, you get just back to that side rail. Yeah, nicely done. Six ball still a little tricky. We'll see how he wants to play this. Whether he goes all the way up table. Yeah, just like he's looking there to the top, kind of that top left-hand quadrant of the table, and have the six ball down to the bottom left-hand corner. Don't know if I like that. He's looking at going some right-hand spin. Either playing underneath or trying to shoot between that 6-7. That is a touchy, touchy shot. But does it to perfection. What a small little window that was, and he just did that like it was nothing. Again, making those really difficult shots look routine. Had a little yip there out of Jonathan on that six ball. Rick not minding that one bit. Will gladly accept a gift from Jonathan. Huge difference going 6-2 versus 5-3. Five to 3 it is. Rick taking a gift. I think on that big shot was shooting the gap between that 6-7 ball. When he accomplished that, to jump right into your shot, that's a big shot. I know he made it look relatively easy, but there was a lot that could have went wrong there. And I think if he'd have taken maybe a couple extra seconds, kind of settled himself down a little bit, would have served himself a little bit better. I think this is your game-winning shot right off the start. Just needs to get to the 2 ball and the right angle on the 2. From there, 2 to the 3. Ooh, gets it to drop, wiped its feet. Fairly routine from here. 3 to the right side, 4 to the left side, 5 and 6 both in the top right-hand corner. 9 ball hanging around on that bottom left. Looking really good for Rick here to bring this within a single game. Nice little touch of left here. Ooh. Wobbled in the pocket, but found its way in. And we'll see if he just straight draws this, some loading up with the right hand off the side rail underneath the 10, or if he goes back and forth. Back and forth it is. Yeah, really nicely done here from Rick. A little bit short of pace, but he'll take it. To draw within one. No problem, says he. Let's show you a little bit of the Brady Golan Sean Yee action while they're racking over there. This now 4-2 Sean Yee over Brady Golan. Sorry for the glitchy camera on this one. This one's our camera that is acting up a little bit. Fairly difficult table. He is in on that one ball. Taking this to the top right-hand corner. Gonna have to put a little bit of pace on this shot, I would think. Come underneath. Maybe a little bit too much there. But we'll go back to our main table. Rick just having broke. And I'll keep you up to date with the happenings of that B-side match. Not sure what Sean McKay and Kevin Plowman's match is at. And I'm not sure. Ben Francis now looking like a 7-1 lead. Over Mr. Sampson. Wow. Did that just skin that 4-ball on the way past to cause that cue ball to go in, or did it just fly straight into the pocket? Nope, dead straight to the pocket. So now with Jonathan here, ball in hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 to 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Don't really see any issues here. Yeah, nice shot there from Jonathan. I do believe he's got a little bit of angle here on this 4-ball. And if not, he doesn't even have to float down, just draw and hit and stick right there. Would like a little bit of angle, so maybe you come back across, make the shaping of the 6 a little easier. Goes underneath, that will work as well. Look out, 10-ball though. That came a little bit hot off that end rail. Nonetheless, in on the 5-ball, some really nice angle here. Some right-hand spin, pop off that left rail for the 6 to the side pocket. Can shape the 7-ball almost from anywhere on the table. Shooting the 6 in. Maybe a little bit straight. I would have liked to have seen him take that 6 in and be able to come underneath the 8-ball for the 7-ball. from here, if he just draws this out, having that angle might bring the 10 ball in to shape the 8. Should be okay, I do believe. I mean, he just kind of Corey dueled a shot a few racks ago, so he's definitely got the stroke to avoid this 10 ball. Oh, he certainly has. Ben's match now sitting at 8-1. So obviously Ben came to play this morning, as he always does. He's fairly steady Eddie with how he plays. Jonathan looking really good here to once again add a couple of game cushion. Sticks it. 8-ball had to wipe its feet, but he got it to stick. Yeah, would have liked to have had that just a little bit more. Makes shaping on the 10 perhaps a little bit tricky, but you just go in off that side rail with some right-hand spin, come down to the bottom left, just about where his Q-tip was pointed there. It's all about the weight here. Got to get the weight right. First, you got to pocket the 9, then you have to have the weight. Goes 2 rails. Very gutsy. But sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit. He did so and got full rewards. Nicely done. Both tables now racking. I do believe it is either 4-2, or sorry, 4-3 or 4-4. Sean Yee and Brady Golan. I'll see as soon as Brady's done with the rack. Goes to flip over that scorecard. So it is 4 apiece now between Sean Yee, Brady Golan. And looking like off the break, Brady sitting with a wide open table to take the lead after being down 4-0. Jonathan with the break on the table we are watching. 3 to the side, maybe a draw here or a hit and stick. 2-ball to the top left, 3 into the same top left corner. Pops it a little more over the pocket. The problem in doing so, the 3-ball looking now like the 3-9 combination. A little long on the angle here. And I'll tell you what, while they're taking their time on this table, Brady Golan getting down to business, making no mistakes in that rack, now leading 5-4 over Sean Yee, coming back from a 4-0 deficit. So we'll see whether he's playing this as a combination or whether he's trying to take the cue ball off the 3 and play the carom shot. Did try the combination. 9 not going to fall. That will leave that combination as duck soup here for Rick Glenn. And if he can manage that and maintain shape on the 3 ball, he should be able to claw within 1 mid-stage of the match. Not sure what happened with Rick's. I missed that shot. Missed what happened with that 3-9 combination. Perhaps somebody can let me know. Not sure if Rick just missed that 3-9 and now Jonathan with the jump over missing that 3-9. And did Jonathan get away with it with the 5 ball being in the way? I would think even if Rick can't see the outside edge of 3, could go rail first with some right-hand spin to get it in there. Oh, no problem. Could see the whole ball and then some. A little bit of distance here. These back cuts to the blind pocket, not always the easiest to execute. And of course, cue ball going into the path of the 7 ball. And if he tries to super draw this, it brings in that right-hand side pocket as well. Yeah, tried to just float that ball in, and unfortunately, those are some of the most difficult shots on those 9-foot tables. Is those nice touchy floater shots. I'll tell you what, Brady Golan making a statement. Was trailing 4-0, now leads 6-4, putting himself on the hill. I believe Mr. Francis done his match. Victorious 9-1 over Mr. Sampson. See if Rick goes for this bank 6-9 combination. Indeed, time saver as well. Getting the 2-for-1 deal. Caught the long rail too early with that combination. Powering it home, getting within one. We have a match, ladies and gentlemen. Brady Golan finally missing, but I'll tell you what a statement he just made. Now leading 6-4 over Sean Yee after trailing 4-0. Made quite the statement, came up dry on his break, and that will bring Sean to the table. Let me give you a quick look at what Sean's staring down the neck of. Very, very, very messy table. No real run out that I see here, with the 3 being where it is. Having to play position off the 2 ball, even this first opening shot here on the 1 ball. Really, really difficult. Safety will do. Nice shot. Jump back to the main table. To the heart of the side pocket. Straight into jail. No collecting $200. It is straight to jail. So Jonathan, again, 1-2. Don't really see a whole lot wrong with it. It's just touchy. 1 to the side, just kind of scoot over as much as what you possibly can. 2 down to the bottom left. It's the 2 to the 3. That's where things can get tricky. Straight in, straight out. 2 ball down to the bottom left. Off that left side rail, straight across between the 8-6 for the 3 to the top right-hand corner. Not sure if he's going to try to draw this out of there. I hope not. Draw out behind the 6. No, straight in, straight out. Even connecting with the 8. No worries there. Three ball top left. Could go back and forth. I like the back and forth a couple of times just to make sure I put a stroke on this shot. Trying to float this in and maintain position on the left-hand side of the table can get a little tricky, especially with how thin you've got to cut that ball. It's going to come off that rail fairly live. So I think you almost have to play the double here. The back and forth. Did try to hold, but I think that 4 passes between that 8-10 to the bottom left-hand corner. Just come underneath the 10 for the 6 into that left side pocket. This is going to hang up fairly decent here for Rick. The failed attempt here from Jonathan opens up the door for Mr. Glenn to square the match. We'll see which way he plays this, either forward and try to go between the 8-10. Rick not getting the best of it today. Had a couple of different chances, couple of opportunities. Jonathan should be able to pad the lead once again by 2, inching himself closer to victory. Perfect. Perfect works. Some nice angle here from Jonathan on this 9 ball. Cut that in, float to the right-hand side of the table, 10 to the bottom left. I don't know if I'd get too flirtatious trying to come underneath that right-hand side pocket for the 10 into the left side. That, to me, that gets a little flirtatious, but it's seemingly that he's got that cue ball on a string. Again, what do I know? I don't know nothing. He's proven me wrong on everything. Proven me wrong on everything. Precision cue ball work from Mr. Jonathan Dela Cruz. Mr. Francis looking like he's going to jump in and join us.
He got me for maybe 15 minutes.
No worries.
And then I'm going to spend a half hour with the kids over there.
Of course.
Maybe like 12, 13, 14 of them. There's a lot today.
There is a lot today.
Which is great. I love to see that.
Did you see the comeback that Brady Golan's putting on here?
You know,
Sean had him down 4-0.
4-0. Yeah, Sean don't look happy there.
No.
And, you know, nobody would be.
No, not when you got a guy like Brady down 4-0. But
yeah.
What a comeback he put on display.
Maybe we can switch over and watch a minute.
Yeah, of course. They're on break.
Yeah, and, I mean, there's no reason for Brady to not get out here.
Nope, I would agree.
The balls lay nice. 6 to 7, that's it. And this shot, only because he's elevated it a little, but he's so dialed in right now, winning 6 games in a row, you can't imagine he's going to miss this opportunity.
No,
right?
I would not want to be in Sean Yee's position right now.
I often cheer for the underdog, and I cheer for the local guy, and and the regulars and stuff like that. Sean's here like a lot, but I'm such a big fan of Brady, so I just cheer for Brady all the time. So it's nice. It'll be nice to see him win this and be hanging around a little longer.
Absolutely,
because he's a pleasure to have in the room.
Of course. Showing some heart here this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Down 4-0, 10 ball winner break
awesome
on a 7-foot table.
Winner break's big factor, right?
It is, yeah. It allows for those big comebacks.
And that's exciting, man.
Yeah,
Brady and I talked about that this morning. He's like, I'm disgusted that professional pool is ever alternate break. He said it has to be winner. Like that's the excitement.
Yeah.
He said
it's what it allows for.
He said alternate break. Oh, it's Hill again. Big surprise. Every match is Hill. He said when it's alternate break, right?
Yep.
But he said these one, and I said it was exciting when I was young, and watching Shane play in Vegas, and he ran 6 on the break.
Oh no,
playing 10 ball in the 9.
Yeah.
And Bustamante was playing on the table beside him, and they were like competing. Boosty was on 6 as well.
Holy.
And they were laughing with each other.
Yeah.
They're not playing each other, but they were just like feeding off each other, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you ran out again? Yeah, so did I. But the opponent has a chance after you miss to do the same thing, and how exciting is that, right?
That's awesome.
And look what happened here. Like, if this was alternate break, you're down 4-0. You're
done.
You're not winning.
Nope. The odds are not in your favor.
But then what are the odds? You're down 4-0, right?
Very true.
Alternate break should be 2-2.
Yeah. Yeah, very true.
He's still got to make one good shot here, though, and can't count it yet. But you know what? Look, Brady switched to carbon just a little while ago, and this is a big factor on shots like this. Just the draw is easy. The spin is easy.
Look at
and
this,
Look
hey?
how easy he made it look. It wasn't that easy, though.
No, it wasn't.
He made it look way easier than it was.
Yeah, Jonathan's pulled off a few of those this morning, making a really difficult shot.
I
look
was peeking
routine.
over while I was running out.
Well, you shot the liver out of your match this morning.
I am on a mission, apparently. I don't know. I played pretty good. I got some good rolls. Man, at 3-1, I kick comboed a 10.
So
The
sick.
2-10 off the spot, just playing a two-way with the cue ball.
Yeah,
And then I ran two.
of course you
Broken
did.
around two, so 6-1. From he plays a good safe at 3-1, and then it's 6-1
Wow.
before he gets out of the chair
Look
again.
at this. Brady Golan closing escrow.
Oh, nice towel throw, too. He hit the 10. Okay, back over to
Yeah,
who we were just talking about there, DLC and Rick Glenn. Brady Golan, ladies and gentlemen.
right? From being down 4-0.
Yeah, what an impressive
some
player
heart.
he is. Yeah, well, he's been around the game long enough
Yeah,
to
I
see
said
it
that.
all, right?
Yeah, I said that when he was down 4-0.
Yeah, been up 4-0, down 4-0.
Yeah,
you know.
been through this many times in his career.
Yeah, all over it, right?
And there's really not a lot that Sean could have done or did wrong there. It's just he caught a gear and
Winner breaks, right?
that's it. Lit it up.
Not much you can do. Did Brady make the jump? He shot a jump shot. He came and got
Yeah.
my jump cue. He made it?
Yeah.
Man, that's another sick thing. Like, it's not even his cue. And he's just like, hey, can I borrow this to
Yeah.
smooth this one in?
Yeah.
I don't even think I've made a jump yet this tournament.
Oh, yes, you have. I watched.
Did I make one?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Early, day one.
I hit a whole bunch. I've hit a whole ton. But I
Yeah.
remember shooting one yesterday thinking, it'd be nice to just make one.
I can tell you who has not made a jump shot.
You?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I thought I was guessing wrong there for a second.
No. I attempted a couple.
Okay, cool. I got it right.
I attempted one yesterday in my match against Kevin, where I'm here, ball in front, ball there. I hop over, stick the cue ball, and I rattle it.
And
Sits
rattle
in
it.
the jaws.
Sometimes rattling it's like just as good as making it. You gotta feel good about that.
I didn't feel terrible about it, other than, a little bit of luck on my end would have gone a long way, I think.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Man, I had all the good rolls against poor Samson there. And even right to the end, he makes a good shot, and the cue ball just flies around and hooks himself behind a ball you'd never think it would go behind. He jumps, makes a good hit, and kind of just sells it out.
Yeah.
I told him, when it rains, it pours, and Rick Glenn kind of heard, and he's like, what's that? And I'm like, it's thunder showers today. Stay home. Because it was pouring rain on poor Samson there. Like, after that fluky kick combo, it all went downhill. But he's over there practicing like the champion he is.
Of course. Well,
Actually-
and he's not out, chipping a chair.
What he needs to be doing is coming over here and practicing now.
Yeah,
On
I
the
agree.
7-foot.
Yeah.
Because I am not sure if I've ever really seen him hit a ball in the 7-foot. I know he has, but I haven't really seen it. But he's so talented, it's definitely not a factor.
Yeah.
If it was 8-ball, then it would be a big
Then
factor.
it might be a different story.
Big, giant factor.
Yeah. And Derek, we always cheer for you.
Yeah, actually, if you listened yesterday, we were cheering for you.
Exactly.
We were saying, like, how we cheer for commentators.
Right?
Oh, Jonathan looking great here. Man, his
put
break
himself on the hill.
is so good, right?
It's crazy good.
I played in between these guys yesterday, Jonathan Sampson and Jonathan De La Cruz.
Yeah. It was
And-
like bombs going off or
Well, a
what?
couple times I just like was breaking around the same time,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm just gonna wait till they break and listen to the snap and watch their, and then just try to replicate it.
Yeah.
And it worked a couple times. I was like, oh, okay. Just slow down the stroke a little, pop it, and that, like hit it like that, you know?
Yeah.
And it totally worked. So I'm gonna keep trying to do that, like even when I'm playing Jonathan. Hopefully
Yeah.
he doesn't get to break too much.
Yeah.
I assume it's gonna be Jonathan. Longest photo ever. Steph taking a
Right?
photo just
I know.
makes us sit there forever.
Yeah.
Okay, this one we gotta pretend like we're not looking. Grant.
That's right. Yeah.
Picture
no looking,
time.
no looking.
Picture time at Leather Pocket. That's one of the funnest things I like about these tournaments, seeing all the pictures.
Yeah.
The last one was great. I made a post. I said, how could you not love pool? And you see all these smiling faces holding their payout, the envelope. You don't get paid out here unless you take a picture.
That's right.
Otherwise,
It's donated to the Zemp Fund.
We'll donate to the junior program. But
Hey, I was a junior at one point.
And it'll never happen. So
No, it won't.
actually, Albert came over earlier. He just came in like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. DLC on the hill. And Albert said, I'm going to pay the $5. I'm going to play the juniors. And I was like, what? And then he's like, my son wants to play. And I thought for a minute he was trying to get in the junior program for $5.
Yeah, well, I mean, he meets the height requirement.
But he brought his son, who's 8, and he's having a great time. It's awesome.
Nice.
I love it so much.
Yeah, his kids are cute too.
Yeah, he's got cute kids, yeah.
You better thank your wife, Albert.
Yeah, that's definitely a one-sided affair.
Your kid's got all the good genes.
All this talk about DLC's break. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah. He's just
thumping
a
it.
Monster break.
Yeah, he's made like 3 balls on pretty much every break.
Yeah.
And you will see 3 go in a lot if you hit it square with power. With the magic rack, you're going to see 3 go in a ton. Both balls in the side. Both balls miss the side.
4-ball looking.
I did see him scratch once in there, though, too.
Yeah, he did. But again, look, I mean, wide open, right?
Didn't make a ball this
He didn't
time.
make a ball, but
we
wide open.
We give him the good old commentator's curse. Rick Glenn can thank us for that later.
That's right.
Made 3 balls on every other break, and
That's
one time
right.
he comes up dry is when we talk about it.
There's a $10 charge for me to issue the commentator's curse.
That's right.
Jonathan Dela Cruz, the Calgary version of Lee Van Cortez.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just a lot shorter, I think.
Yes.
Lee Van's a little bit taller for a Filipina. Most of the Filipinos are a little bit on the shorter side like me, right?
They're on the vertically challenged side.
Vertically challenged, yeah. That's the word. Words.
It's the words of the day, vertically challenged.
I think we got a pretty close match over there with Kevin Plowman and Sean McKay. I think it's something like maybe 4-4. It appears to be maybe 4-4. That's the other one-loss side match. And then once that's done, we're down to 6.
Yeah, been through to the first member of the A-side final match.
The A-side final, which I imagine will play like probably when the other match is done. So like the winners of those B-side matches are going to play each other.
Yeah.
Or play the losers of an A-side rather, and then play each other, and that's probably when we'll start the A-side. So I'm guessing we'll have another B-side match to stream after this, then back to the A-side.
I would completely agree, sir. Then we'll have 2 B-sides, then the A final, then the finals, and potentially the double dip. Potentially. There is potential.
I'm
for
going
it.
to try to hope that's not happening because I'm going to hope I win the A-side and win it in the first set. I'm tired of trying to pull off the double dip. It's too much work. I'm already doing too much work here. But I love it.
That is a nice table on the nice break over here.
Oh,
Mr.
Samson just practicing his break. He's hammering.
He must have heard you
as
saying, get
usual.
over here on the 7-foot to practice.
Yeah, he's going to have a tough next match. I believe it's Brady.
Yeah.
I believe that's the side of the draw. Yeah, it is, because if Rick lost here, he can't play Brady. He just beat Brady last night, so he ain't playing him again right away. But Rick is still very much in this match and a good fighter. I mean, he's another one. He's been around the game long enough.
Been around forever.
There's no quit.
Nope. He's not quite been getting the rubs and the rolls that I think he deserves, but he's a scrapper.
That's the kind of shot like where you just got to have the roll of the ball too. You can't hit it perfect every time. You're just kicking it. Sometimes it just misses the ball and goes safe behind everything.
Yeah.
Other times it just crashes into something. You kind of sell out. You can't hit those ones perfect every time. That's where the rolls are big.
Nice little 2-rail run around here. Whoa.
Yeah, overcut it. Pretty easy to overcut it. Just
But again,
looking at the cue
right?
ball. Run of the ball. Yeah.
This is the stuff that happens. I suffered this fate yesterday.
It's thunderstorming today out there. It's raining and pouring.
It is.
I can confirm it is 4-4. Sean McKay and Kevin Plowman putting up a heck of a fight. I love to see it.
Yeah, they're blow for blow.
He's definitely not the favorite in this match against Mr. McKay.
I would agree.
So it'd be a really nice win for him. Through to the final 6 if he makes it as well. Would play the loser of this match, which isn't the most horrible draw for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sean Yee with another strong 7th, 8th finish. Kind of always in the juice, that guy, right?
He always is.
Consistent.
Steady Eddie.
Yeah. Did he call it in there? That's sick if he did. Double kiss in there.
No, he called the other corner.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because it had to double kiss to go in there, so it's hard to call it, right?
Yeah.
And he's a smart enough player. He knows it couldn't go straight in there off that ball, so he called the other corner. But a little unlucky. Double kiss it, hey?
That was totally unlucky.
This is not an easy shot, though. What do you do here? Can't
I
really.
like how he played that, though. 2 rails and played the cue ball to go in and play the carom bank.
Yeah, up into it. Yeah, and in off the ball rather than just trying to bank the ball straight. It would be too hard.
That's a smart shot.
Jonathan's got a tough one here, though. This is, I mean, it looks easy on the camera. You just combo that ball in, but where does the 3 go?
I think you actually play the 3 off the rail first to take it in and bring it back over
you
to
gotta
the right
move
side
it.
pocket.
You got to move it, exactly. You can't hit this one soft. And you got to get the cue ball clear of the 5, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you. Rail first. Get that 3 flying out of there. No, he hit it pretty full.
Oh, my goodness.
That's even better. Yeah. I didn't even know that was an option. I thought he had to cut the 4 more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know he
could.
could.
5.
Yeah, I didn't know he could hit the 4 full and make it. I thought the 4 wasn't a hanger.
Yeah.
So he had to cut it a little. He hit it full and it worked perfect.
I think that was a risk, though, because that 3 ball didn't have to end there.
Well,
it could have caught the other way out.
Yeah.
And
just
been onto the side
behind
rail.
the 5.
Or on the end rail, I should say.
Behind the 7 there kind of thing, yeah. He's come up short here on the 5, which is hanging out near the middle of the table there. No, you can't really play this in the corner.
Can he back cut this into the side?
Pretty sure he can. And he needs to get all the way back up there for the 6
Yeah, he needs the
anyway.
speed.
So
yeah. It just might bring in the 10 ball.
Yeah.
And if he goes into the face of the 10, he's no good.
I'm surprised he didn't draw it.
Just like that.
I guess maybe it was too thin to draw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call. He's okay here, though, I think, because that 9's a hanger, absolute
it is.
hanger.
But do you play the combo?
Yeah, for sure. Otherwise, you end up with the cue ball most likely near the 9, right?
Yeah.
And you don't want to be shooting that. I like the combo. Cue ball just goes up and down natural anyway,
yeah,
right?
True.
You'd be a little unlucky to not have some kind of result after, I think.
This, for me, sends
he's playing the
6
billiard,
off the top rail.
He's playing the bill. Oh, and he caught the rail first nicely. But look, now he's down near the other corner.
And shooting off the beach.
Yeah.
And nowhere to go.
The only positive to this shot is that you're up 8-5. If it's hill, this is nightmarish.
Yeah.
You might just play safe here if it's hill.
You know, I know a guy named Ben Francis that would jack up on this.
Jack up and spike it. Yeah, because you're up 8-5, so
yeah.
You got to kind of there's a couple of factors. Not just that you're up 8-5 so you have room to breathe. It's that you're up 8-5 because you've been playing good.
Yeah.
So believe in yourself, jack up, spear this one in, the match is over, right?
Yeah.
That would be my thought. He could super slow roll this one, though, too.
I just don't like the angle on the 5 that you're going to be left with.
The 7 next, yeah.
Or the 7, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he would have had a lot of angle, right? That's why he tried to hit a little more firm and do something with it, but I don't like that either.
No. If you're going to hit it firm, you may as well jack up and try to spear it.
Life for Rick. And I mean, if you win this game and the next one, you're going to put a ton of pressure on Jonathan because he's going to remember this game where he could have closed you out.
Yep.
So win this one, maybe break and run one, and all of a sudden Jonathan's thinking, I got to avoid hill.
Yeah.
So this match is far from over. Really far from over. I haven't really seen how Rick was breaking because he hasn't had as many breaks as Jonathan.
Yeah. He's making a ball, but it's kind of getting punched and losing the cue ball a bit. So
Yeah, if he's losing the cue ball, then he might be in trouble. But all he needs is really like kind of one good break, you know? Like I said, get to 7. And then all of a sudden, was the 3-9 an option earlier? Yeah, probably. That 9 was an absolute hanger.
it was.
He played the right shot. The 3-4 was great. They ended up with the 3 in the heart. And then just didn't get out after, right?
Yep.
I saw that. You saw a picture
I'm ready, Vladimir.
of Jason Shaw. It was like photoshopped with his body with Federer's face. Pretty funny.
Well, I think it does add a different dynamic having Federer on Team USA.
When does it start? Is it Tuesday?
I think so.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah.
That's like, I love that tournament, but I've been so busy with this one. I haven't even thought about that one yet. But I will. Obviously, I'm going to try to just watch every last minute of every shot. Looks like a small washroom break from these gents. Perfect time to shout out to a couple of our sponsors, DCL Labor and Contracting. Ben DeWolf always helping me with the added money here at LP. And his wife, of course, helping with keeping the room clean. And
They do a great job.
she just started as a server a few weeks ago, and she's amazing at it.
Nice.
Well, because she's so friendly, right?
Yeah, of
and
course.
she's very chatty, and that's perfect, right?
Yep.
Bubbly personality just goes perfect with.
It's what you need.
Yeah. And then, of course, our man Nick with Nick's Q Innovation. He is super, super busy. I know he's like just behind on everything. Trying to do like 25 tip changes a week and wraps and
Holy
build
Hannah.
cues and make jump cues. And, you know, he's like,
Well, and I don't think it's just local Calgary guys either. He's getting stuff shipped to him and sent to him. And
That's right. He's getting stuff from all over. Yeah.
it's a good thing.
That is an option, as we mentioned there. You can ship your stuff to Nick. Just give him a call there or find him on Facebook. And now we wait. Okay, I'm going to go check on these kids for a bit.
Okay, well, can you give me 5 minutes?
You sure can.
Yeah. If you can give me 5, then
Yeah, go for it. All right. Patiently waiting, patiently waiting. I got to deal with these people, though. Grant left at the wrong time. There's only maybe 10 minutes left in this match anyway. Oh, it's always nice when PV Pool League sends us Scotch doubles on a Sunday afternoon and doesn't tell us about it. Yeah, you gotta love that, right? Surprise! We need some tables. But that's okay. We got lots. Just means we gotta shuffle the kids around a little bit, is all. Blend them together and make them play doubles or something here at Leather Pocket. Lots of kids today. It was really great to see. Junior League here at LP is really fun. I've really, really enjoyed it. It's my favorite part of the whole week. They just have so much fun. It's so nice to see how much they enjoy the game, the innocence of the game, you know? Try to get a score check on that other match. Looks like still 4-4 there on the B-side match with Kevin Plowman and Sean McKay. And these guys are Just straggling back to the table here. Rick Glenn coming on back. Gonna break this one. Like I said, he could use a real good break here and just try to, if you can get it to 7, you can put some pressure on John De La Cruz there. Let's turn off the exposure as well, and then you guys don't get that extra bright light happening. Okay, yeah. Grant did kind of mention he's losing the cue ball a little, and he did there. Kissed up table. John did that a couple times too, Jonathan. David Wilson, I was waiting for that comment. How many of the kids are taller than me? Most of them. Just most of them. Couple of giants. Oh, that was a tricky shot he attempted there. Might have tried to find somewhere to hide rather than do that. To be honest, it's a bit long. But if you're feeling it, you go for those.
I think he might.
Yeah, Jonathan might go for this one for sure. I mean, there's some easy safeties here too. I don't hate.
Yeah, he's ducking.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it to you.
Yep. Not sure if he got full ball hook there. Might be able to just see the outside edge of that 1 ball. Or is he going to just kick this over to that 1? Or to the 3, I should say. It's a good shot, given the the set of circumstances he was dealing with. How many of the kids are taller than Ben? Just about all of them. Look out. How's the weight? Good thing the tables roll straight. That was a brave shot. Nice little slow roll, chip the edge. Use the 3 ball to stop it. Just like that. Well done. It does leave the 1 hit or the 1 rail kick here off the bottom rail. Doing so, though, you're hampered a little bit on the stroke because of the 5 ball. Going up and over. Normally, I'd say this is a really tough jump shot, but he made those other ones look like hangers. And, of course, gets the hit. Doesn't get the drop, though. Yeah, I think that's the right play. The bank shot on the 1. Gets a little bit of a jelly rub here with it colliding with the 2 ball. 2 sticking around to block the path, direct path to the 1. Not a really easy hit here either. Could go off the left side rail above the 3 ball and tons of left-hand spin. Not sure what he's attempting here. Oh, he could see it. Could see it and avoided the scratch. and again, gets that jelly rub. Doesn't leave the open shot for Rick. Rick gonna have to clip that 1 ball. Send the cue ball back downtown here. Yeah, the game is changing for sure. There's a lot of exciting things. I was in a couple of different meetings while I was in Puerto Rico with Jam Up, and there's some things happening, y'all. Some big things coming down the lines. So the game is changing. More availability of some cash, some new tournaments coming, new added money tournaments coming. Lots of things are happening. So, of course, my kids are in the pool hall. They're attending the Leather Pocket Pool School. Very nice 2-rail kick on that 1 ball. Will leave now the open shot for Jonathan if he so chooses to pocket that 1 ball bottom left-hand corner. Fairly natural for 2 rails for the 2 to the bottom right. Could elect to play safe again if he chooses to. But I would think he would try and pocket this 1 ball. Being he's on the hill, important game for both players. Caught it just a little bit thick. Opportunity here for Mr. Glenn to keep himself alive and in the match. 1 to the 2, no problem. It's 2 to the 3. That's the issue on the table as far as I can see it. Just caught her again. A little bit thick here. Nice little run around there from Jonathan. Now in on the 2 ball, but again, right, the 2 to the 3, really tricky shape. So I would think he'll probably play this up to the top left-hand side of the table and just play safety on that 3 ball. But he's had this cue ball on a string. If he draws this in, yeah, just as I say it, that's when he doesn't do it, of course. Now made this hit really difficult. Gonna have to go past the 6, left-hand spin on the cue ball. Not too much. And just get the hit on the 3. Wherever it lands, but need the hit on the 3 ball. Must be getting close between Kevin Plowman and Sean McKay as well. Really well done. It's about the best result that you could ask for. Gets the hit on the 3, cue ball gets the rail. That leaves Rick really close proximity to his work. Gonna have to put that 3 into that right side pocket. And trying to shape the 4 from there could be really tricky. Does he just draw and punch into the 5 ball here? Stick for the 4, play safe. The attempted safety.
I wish I could say yes, but no.
Oh, very nice. Puerto Rico is one of those events that I would encourage everybody to attend. That event is definitely one to put on the bucket list of events to go to. It was a blast. The weather was amazing. Even though it is overcast at times, raining at times, doesn't affect the temperature. And the atmosphere of that event is just probably the best I've been to. Nice shot there from Rick. A little bit live off that side rail, but he'll take it. Just avoid the 6 coming back across. Avoid the 6 and the left side pocket. Hit that perfect. But a note, if you are traveling to Puerto Rico, a word to the wise that luggage weight coming out of Calgary, you're allowed 50 pounds. However, when you leave Puerto Rico, it is 40 pounds. And they have no qualms nor issues in dinging you for overweight bags. Rick looking to keep himself alive here. Pocket the 6. Shape to the 8. Little tricky here. Looks like he's going to draw this. Try to go. Is he going to go round, 1 rail or 3? Would have been just about perfect on that 8 ball. However, first part of the equation has to be at the forefront of the mind. Make the 6. That is always going to be the key. What did I just call your wife? Not sure. Don't know that I was referring to anybody's wife, but look at the speed here. Back and forth twice. Thin cut here on this 8 ball. This is not over yet. This brings in the 9 ball to play, the corner pocket to play. If you hit the 9, where does it end up? I don't know if he can he draw past the 9? Oh, perfect. Based on what it looked like on the screen, it looked like there was no room to do that. Handled it well, though. Oh, a heavy bag. Now I'm picking up what you're putting down. Jonathan looking to close escrow. Talk about confidence. Spears that 9 ball in. Plays the cue ball off the rail, sitting dead ducks on the 10 ball. Don't know if we're actually going to see him pocket the 10. I think Rick said that's good. Jonathan Dela Cruz coming through victorious over Mr. Glenn. Mr. Glenn not out of it, still chipping a chair. He heads off to the 1-loss side. That is on the 7-foot table, still 10 ball, racing to 7. But congratulations, Jonathan DLC. Coming out victorious. Job well done. And with that being said, we will be back momentarily. We'll be bringing you a B-side match that'll be played on the 7-foot tables. We appreciate you tuning in. On behalf of myself, Ben Francis, and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, thank you very much for tuning in. Don't go far. We'll be back here in just a few minutes.